Hi everyone, I'm Harry Sullivan. Thanks for joining us in the WVLT newsroom. Wanted to bring you in and give you another update on Melissa Blair, the 38-year-old out of Englewood, Tennessee, indicted on 23 total charges in McMinn County. We have her mugshot in from McMinn County. I want to show you some of the charges that she's dealing with, some of the issues that she's facing right now. She's got 18 charges for aggravated statutory rape, human trafficking by patronizing prostitution. That's 4 counts for that, as well as 1 count of solicitation of a minor. 9 confirmed victims. All of them are juveniles at this time. Once again, just getting her picture in from the McMinn County Sheriff, and Sheriff Joe Guy sending us this. Our Jared Austin went out to McMinn County, out to Englewood, to get the latest on what's going on down in Englewood, Tennessee.
It is inevitable that there are other victims out there, most likely.
Melissa Blair is accused of sexual encounters with 9 teenage boys starting in the spring of 2020, but authorities say there could be more. The McMinn County Sheriff's Office started its investigation December 9th, and alleged victims started coming forward in the days that follow.
In a case like this, it truly is about those who were victimized.
Authorities say Blair communicated with accusers on social media, trading items for sexual favors. They say the teens were all students at McMinn Central High School. During the investigation, Blair was banned from all school activities.
I also want the parents and families in this community to know that the health and safety of our students is always paramount.
The director of McMinn County Schools says educators had no indication the encounters could have been happening.
As sad as it is, sometimes we're the last ones to hear. And there were no indications from us, from our administration, our school administration, or our central office administration, that this was going on.
Blair was released from jail on a $100,000 bond, but when we went to her posted address on the county's inmate page, nobody was home. We did talk to a neighbor who's shocked.
Yeah, she's always been friendly.
Jared Austin, WVLT News.
Now, one of the things Sheriff Joe Guy out of McMinn County is saying is that he does suspect that there are additional juvenile victims out there. He said he encourages them or the parents to contact the McMinn County Sheriff's Office. He said that basically this all stems from spring of 2020 to late 2021. The sheriff says that Blair set up meetings with the victims through social media and offered trading items for sexual favors. She had a $100,000 bond, which was paid. She was released yesterday evening. The director of McMinn County Schools, Lee Parkinson, said that Blair was involved in the booster club at the school. He said just like most parents involved with the school, she had a student enrolled that later transferred. The McMinn County School Board did gain national attention. Earlier in January, they voted to remove that graphic novel about the Holocaust from the school curriculum. So a lot of things happening here early in 2021 in McMinn County Schools. I want you to hear from Lee Parkinson, the director of McMinn County Schools, sort of what he had to say fully about the incident.
Sad as it is, sometimes we're the last ones to hear. And there were no indications from us, from our administration, our school administration, or our central office administration, that this was going on.
And then now from the McMinn DA on what he said about the case.
It is inevitable that there are other victims out there, most likely. We want you to feel comfortable to coming forward, but we also understand that you may be worried about your privacy. You may be worried about what will be the outcome of that. We encourage you to come forward and to talk to us, to talk to these investigators so that we can make the fullest amount of justice possible for the most amount of victims.
Going over her counts again, 23 total, 18 for aggravated statutory rape, 4 counts of human trafficking by patronizing prostitution, 1 count of solicitation of a minor, 9 confirmed victims. All of them were juveniles at the time. Just a few, about 2, are now out of the juvenile age. This is all still ongoing. We read the indictments earlier this morning, pretty much reiterating what we're telling you right now about what Melissa Blair is facing, the 38-year-old from Englewood, Tennessee. She was told to not have any contact, not be on property at McMinn County Central High School. And it was back on December 9th that Blair had sexual encounters, or at least when the Department of Children's Services notified detectives that things had started going wrong. As far as Lee Parkinson, the McMinn County Schools director, said that it wasn't until someone anonymously slid a note under his door. That's what our Jared Austin's reporting, that when he really started to get the word that something was going wrong, that something was happening, and that's when really the wheels started to get in motion. Obviously, this investigation does remain ongoing here in McMinn County, where once again, Melissa Blair, 38 years old, out of Englewood, Tennessee, facing 23 counts of child sex charges, 18 for aggravated statutory rape. She also has to, according to the court documents, surrender over one of her cars where a lot of these incidents took place. The state seizing that, at least McMinn County taking over one of her vehicles for that. 4 counts of human trafficking by patronizing prostitution, 1 count of solicitation of a minor. DCS was notified detectives on December 9th that she had sexual encounters with male juveniles who were students at McMinn County Central High School. A search warrant was executed at her home on December 15th by the McMinn County Sheriff's Office. She was then banned from school property and activities. She was released yesterday evening on a $100,000 bond. Still waiting to see what comes next, if any more comes out before she is due in court. But that's the latest this afternoon here on Wednesday. Everything coming down yesterday, released on bond yesterday afternoon. One more time, 23 total charges, 18 for aggravated statutory rape. Really a laundry list of charges that Melissa Blair, 38 years old, from Englewood, Tennessee, is facing. These charges being brought by the McMinn County DA. We do appreciate you joining us here in the WVLT newsroom. We're going to continue to follow this breaking story hour by the hour. Make sure you have the WVLT News app. If you don't already, we can send any update we have directly to your phone, as well as if you head over to WVLT.tv. This is also on the news app. All the latest will be right here in the palm of your hand or on your computer. We've got more on this case and more on the Englewood woman being accused. 23 total charges. Melissa Blair, 38, of Englewood, Tennessee. I'm Harry Sullivan in the WVLT newsroom. We'll have the latest for you on WVLT News at noon.